Hello?
Hello.
May I help you now that I have my phone? Because I knew you were gonna call.
Yo, it's Grand.
¿Qué pasó, abuelo? ¿Qué pacho? You're just not even gonna say anything. Yeah. I'm just gonna come up with like many different ways to say yes, grandpapa. Oh, did the the call end? If my friend just dipped. But yeah, let me actually showcase the battle pass. So the skins I have so far are this one, the furry alien, which I freaking love how this one looks, and obviously here's the bottom. I also got this bottom as well as the shark top, which looks pretty dang dope. But I mean, it looks cool, but it's not like my cup of tea per se. There's another one that I got from the shop that's actually for me a little bit better. Then we have a disco ball bottom, which you can't really see, and then disco ball top. And then there's obviously the Among Us collab, so we have the Among Us bottom with the Among Us top, which I really like just because there's like no arms on the side. I really like this aesthetic and how it looks. I think it actually does change as well. Like sometimes when you're in the game, you actually get like the imposter variant of this, which is pretty cool. I saw this one. This one's pretty dope. Incognito bottom, and then the top, which is really dang cool. I really like the glasses with like the little marshmallow, little Martian guy on top. Really dig that. You also get like these little UFO ears to go along with your UFO bottom, which I find to be freaking cool. Just having like those legs on the side. Super freaking cool. And then you have this. This bottom is pretty cool, but what I really like is this top. Like, geez, this is giving me like Buzz Lightyear or like freaking Megazord vibes. Looks so freaking cool. So, Battle of the Battles is going to be on the 27th, I believe, and it's going to be Dragon Ball Super top 10 battles, like fights within the Dragon Ball Super series. And it's going to be a top 10 that's basically voted on by the fans. So, like, I'm guessing the fans are going to choose what they think are like the top fights in Dragon Ball Super. It's gonna be hosted, I think, like on YouTube by Funimation and then Twitch by Toei, I think. I'm not too sure, don't quote me on that. So yeah, that's gonna be happening, I think, on Saturday or Sunday, one of the 2 days. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be Saturday though. And I'm really excited. I'm really excited to see what the fans voted as like the number one fight. Which, if they're counting Dragon Ball Super Broly, then hands down, I feel like Gogeta versus Broly should take the cake. But if they're not including the movie, then it could really be for interpretation as to what could be number one. Like, for me, in terms of Battle of Battles, I feel like if they are including the movies, then obviously I feel like Gogeta versus Broly should be number one. But if they're not including movies, it's going to be a hard one because I honestly think Master Ultra Instinct versus Jiren was a really well animated fight, like visually as well as the music and story and everything. But at the same time, don't tell me I'm gonna die already. At the same time, I feel like, ooh, that was a close one. At the same time, I feel like Goku, Frieza, and Android 17 versus Jiren is also a really good fight to be considered number one. I don't know. Yeah, right. Because a lot of people, with when I actually uploaded that into like my anime Instagram page, everyone was saying like, "Ooh, that fight was really good." Like the 3v1. Like I personally, if it is considered a fight, I do feel like that's like one of like the best like animated fights, and more of like the sub version in my opinion. Because the dub version, when they changed the song, I don't know why they changed the song to make it like English translated. I feel like the English translation or the English dub of like that final song is pretty dang bad. But yeah, I feel like the thing about Master Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren though is I feel like that fight was so long. That's like my only. Well, I mean, that's like my only. Not, it's not even a critique. I just realized like that's a really long fight. I mean, I loved it from beginning to end, but I feel like dang, that was a really long fight. Cause like if I were to like rank the arcs right now, I would have to say obviously Resurrection F last, then Battle of Gods, and then obviously Universe 6 versus Universe 7. Like Universe 6, like I feel like Universe 6 versus Universe 7 upwards, those aren't really bad arcs. Like I feel like the only bad arcs were just the movie recaps. So those are like the only two. So I'd have to put Universe 6 versus Universe 7 unfortunately. And then after that, I would probably choose, as much as I love the Tournament of Power for its visuals, I still feel like it was kind of slacking in terms of actual story. Like, as much as I love Jiren as a character, I feel like they could have done so much more with that character instead of making them a tank. So I always put the Tournament of Power under Goku Black. And obviously, after the Tournament of Power, I put Goku Black. After Goku Black, I put Moro. And then, as of right now, Granola, the way that they're showing the Granola story, it might be better than Goku Black, but it's going to be hard to top Moro. Now that the Moro arc actually finished, like I could say like without a doubt the Moro arc is one of like the best arcs within Super, even though people tend to just hate it for its rehash use and stuff. My hot take has always been the Moro arc is freaking good, and I feel like people should just push away from looking at the recycled bits and see it as a whole. That's just my opinion about Moro. But yeah, that'd be like my ranking right now in terms of like Dragon Ball Super. I'm really hoping the Granola arc could beat Moro, because like the way it's going, it seems like it might be an actual really, really good arc, but we have to wait and see.